Everyone is talking about quiet quitting. The employee who stops going above and beyond. The person who does the bare minimum and clocks out right at 5. HR knows them. Managers are watching for them. There are entire LinkedIn threads debating whether they're lazy or just burnt out. But nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about the other quiet quitter. The one who has completely checked out on themselves. That quiet quitter, it might be you. Hey, I'm Belinda Harris, HR executive, workplace well-being advocate, and founder of Self-Care at Work. Every week, I show up to give you real, practical strategies to protect your peace, reduce workplace stress, and build a career that doesn't cost your health. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because this community is exactly where you need to be. Now let's talk about the real you, the one you've been quietly abandoning. And when we talk about quiet quitting at work, we talk about disengagement, doing just enough to get by. Simply showing up physically, but being completely checked out mentally. Now, I want you to apply that same definition to yourself. Because here's what I see all the time in the workplace. Professionals are fully engaged at work and completely disengaged from their own lives. They are hitting every deadline, attending every meeting, answering emails at 10 p.m. And at the same time, they've stopped going to the doctor. They've stopped calling their friends. They've stopped doing things that used to bring them joy. They've stopped dreaming about what they actually want their life to look like. That is quiet quitting on yourself. And it's far more dangerous than anything happening in your workplace. And here's what it looks like in real life. You keep saying you'll start exercising next week. And then next week never comes. You haven't had a real conversation with someone you love in longer than you can remember. You're exhausted, but can't sleep. You've forgotten what you actually enjoy outside of work. You feel like you're just going through the motions every single day. Does that sound familiar? You're not alone and you're not broken, but you do need to hear this. And why high performers are the worst at this. Here's the part that I'm going to say that might sting a little bit. And I say this with love. The people most likely to quiet quit on themselves are the high performers, the overachievers, the ones who pride themselves on being dependable, capable, and strong. That taking care of yourself is selfish when there are still things on the to-do list. And I spent over 2 decades in human resources watching brilliant people pour everything they had into their careers. And slowly, quietly, lose themselves in the process. I watch myself do that too. You know, they got promotions, right? We hit the numbers. And we showed up every day to the office completely empty, wondering, how did we get here? The workplace will take everything you got. to give it. Everything. It will not stop and say, hey, you've given enough today. See, that's your job. And if you have been quietly quitting on that responsibility, well, it's time to rehire yourself. And let me give you 5 specific signs to watch for. And be honest with yourself as I go through these. Sign number 1, you can't remember the last time you did something just for you. Not for your job, not for your family, not for your to-do list. Something purely, unapologetically for you. If you're drawing a blank, that's a sign. Sign 2, your body is sending you signals and you keep ignoring them. Headaches, tension in your shoulders, trouble sleeping, stomach issues. Your body is not dramatic. It's communicating. When it keeps sending the same message and you keep hitting snooze on it, that is quiet quitting on yourself. Sign number 3, you stop having opinions about your own life. Someone asks you, what do you want for dinner? You genuinely don't know. Someone asks what you want for your future and you go completely blank. When you stop having preferences, desires, and dreams, you have checked out on yourself. And sign number 4 is you only feel okay when you're being productive. Rest makes you anxious. Downtime feels like a waste. You feel guilty when you're not doing something. And this is one of the most common and most dangerous signs I've seen in workplace culture today. And sign number 5, you are everyone's support system and nobody is yours. You show up for your team, your family, your friends. And when someone asks you, how are you doing? You say, fine, and change the subject. Because you don't know how to receive care anymore. And if you checked 2 or more of those things that I just said, keep watching, because what comes next is for you. The good news is this: just like you can re-engage at work, you can re-engage with yourself. And it does not require a sabbatical, a spa weekend, or a complete life overhaul. It starts with small, intentional choices made consistently. Step 1, notice without judgment. Start by simply paying attention. When did you last laugh? When did you last feel rested? When did you last feel like yourself? You cannot fix what you refuse to see. So start by just noticing. Step 2, reclaim one thing, just one habit, one hobby, one relationship, one routine that you've let go of. Bring it back. Not everything at once, just one thing. That one thing is your signal to yourself that you matter. Step 3, set a boundary that protects your time. Not a big dramatic boundary, a small one. Maybe it's no emails after 7 p.m. Maybe it's protecting your lunch break. Maybe it's saying no to one thing this week that you would normally say yes to out of obligation. Small boundaries are how you start taking yourself seriously again. Step 4, tell someone. Quiet quitting on yourself thrives in silence. Tell one person, a friend, a partner, a therapist, a community that you have been running on empty, and you are choosing to change that. Accountability is not weakness. It is wisdom. And step 5, come back here every week. And I mean that. This channel, this community exists specifically for people who are trying to do better for themselves while navigating the real workplace demands. You don't have to figure this out alone. And here's what I want to leave with you today. The world will always have an opinion about the employee who quiet quits their job. But nobody is going to sound the alarm when you quiet quit on yourself. Nobody is going to put you on a performance improvement plan for neglecting your own well-being. That accountability has to come from you. And the fact that you watched this video tells me something important. Part of you is ready to come back to yourself and honor that part. Listen to it. If this resonated with you, I want you to do one thing right now. Go to my Substack and subscribe. Every week, I send out real, practical content on workplace well-being and self-care strategies that you can actually use. No fluff, no toxic positivity, just honest, grounded support for people who are just trying to protect their peace while building successful careers. The link's in the description. Go subscribe and join our community because you deserve a space where someone is genuinely in your corner. I'll see you at the next video. And in the meantime, be as good to yourself as you are to everyone else. I'll see you at the next one.